If you're positive, you better bless this space. If you are negative, you better get up out my face. If you are positive, you better bless this space. If you are negative, you better get up out my face. If you are positive, you better bless our space. If you are negative, you better get up out our faces.
Period.
Yay!
Yeah, get up out my space, negativity.
Woof, woof. There it goes. It's getting out. It's getting out. As you can see, Mia is a little sick today, so I'm going to do the intro for us. So what's up, everybody? Welcome if you're new, and welcome back to Witches and Weebs, where the otaku and spirituality and witchcraft come together to create a harmonious community of witches and weebs. We dive into all things mystical and magical, witchy and weeby, and thank you for joining us on our journey for betterment and fun. I'm Space.
And I'm Zari. I'm sick.
Poor Zari.
I'm so sick. I've been
she
sick
is
since
very
Sunday.
sick.
It just hit me out of nowhere too.
Yeah, so the topic of the episode is today fundamentals of a witch. What practices do we feel that you need to figure out the basics of first before taking the dive into spellcraft, because your spells are going to work much better if you can do these things. So that's why it matters. If you can handle these basics and maybe want to invest in a PDF or a couple bucks to buy this book.
Great book.
Your spells and your workings and your manifestations and everything is going to come to much better fruition, much faster in the time and the way that you want. That is why a lot of you think your spells backfire or do terrible things. They just don't work properly because you don't know how to do all of the basics correct.
Yeah.
So I do have to ask, what fundamentals do you think that people need to work on?
Me?
Because for the ether out there in the wild web. I want to know in comments. Because I'm only going to talk about, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4 in this episode.
Okay.
And I know that there's going to be others.
Yeah.
So I would like to know what kind of fundamentals you guys would recommend we look into, aside from the 4 that I'm going to list today.
Okay, because I was about to answer it.
I know you were, for sure. But, I mean, you can answer that.
I always say spirituality. Spirituality, to me, is the precursor to witchcraft, if that's something that you're interested in. And that's just how I operate. It's not necessarily how everyone has to start their witchcraft, but I would definitely recommend some sort of pseudo spirituality before completely diving into straight up witchcraft, because there are some things that you can use in spirituality from witchcraft and vice versa.
Now, I do have to say that spirituality is a very broad topic. It's just some sort of belief, even if it is straight atheism.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a valid belief. Same with agnostic people. If you need to see it to believe it, kind of vibes.
It's
You're
a
valid.
big
Totally
old
get you.
umbrella term.
But just figure out what you believe and start incorporating that into your life.
Yeah.
That's all. Now, I have to admit, this is all about the fundamentals of witchcraft, which is stuff that I am still going back to. I kind of did the bad thing. Do as I say, don't do as I do, because I'm speaking from experience. My stuff doesn't work as well because I don't know how to properly manipulate the energy I have. And so this is all and also I am not very good at visualization. I can see things, but they are flashes of very hyper realistic stories that I'm not really looking forward to. So looking for. So I have to work on visualization most, and energy manipulation, which are two of the ones that I'm going to be talking about today.
Okay.
I don't know about you, Mia.
Oh God, what happened to me?
Oh my goodness, what happened?
Oy vey. Hold on. What the hell?
You're okay. It's okay. I will happily wait. Whoa!
Now I'm yellow. Whatever. Well, I am the complete opposite. I am very good at visualization. It's the intent behind when I am trying to do something specific, because I am a very, very literal person. And so if we want to call back to dear source, today I am very, very literal. And so I kind of just try to do too much for one thing when I should just be focusing on one thing and then something else then something else. But I'm like, okay, but I have to make sure, I have to make sure I cover this and this and this and this. And then it's like, okay, bitch, we can't do all of that. So you're gonna have to just pick and choose which one you want to do, because
yeah, you gotta limit yourself to a specific first, for sure. And now the first thing I'm going to talk about is visualization. It's the biggest one. What is it? It's the ability to see something within your mind's eye. It's the ability to see something up here. Some people see in hyperrealism. Some people see in like black shapes, but they're like very good shapes. You can tell if you're looking for an apple. It's a black blob of an apple. Some people see in outlines. So it's not a case of, oh, I can't visualize. You might just have a different style than you're like thinking that you would. And there's some people that do visualize best with their eyeballs open. Whoa, you don't even have to close your eyes. Crazy. I might be one of those, actually.
I am
trying to figure it
absolutely
out.
not one of those. I get too distracted. If I'm trying to visualize something and I look at something else, goodbye.
Now here's the thing. I do want to note that when they do open their eyes, I saw that a lot of them like will defocus their eyes. They have the ability to just go completely defocused. And it's just basically like staring off into nothing. Their eyes don't move at all. I think I know
it's called dissociating.
Okay, well, you can make the ability to... That's what I was going to say. I do believe that I have the ability to defocus my eyes and do that. So that's a way of doing it without closing your eyes. Because I know some people cannot they'll get more distracted with their eyes closed than they would with their eyes open.
Right.
Totally valid. This adds another layer of energy. It's really important because you want to already act like you have exactly what your spell is giving you. So if you want somebody who looks the way that you like, okay, I'm working on my self-image right now. So I'm trying to visualize the way that I want to look eventually at the end of my journey.
Right.
So this helps you with being very specific with your spells and your spell workings. Because if you're able to visualize exactly how you want to turn out, you'll know exactly how to ask.
Okay. That makes the most sense.
Again, I will say some people will struggle with this. Some people will see absolutely nothing at all at first. And you will need to build up to seeing anything at all, even the little outline that I told you about. Let alone actually visualizing the outcomes of your spells. Not everybody starts at the same place. So I have two little bitty exercises here, as well as one bookmarked in here that I'm going to talk about to explain to you how to visualize. One practice I found that is very, very simple is I brought one out just in case I needed it. Ha 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 ha. I'm so smart. Take one of these little itty bitty tea lights. Sit with it directly in front of you. Light it for 5 minutes and stare at that damn candle. Stare at the fire and take note of all its characteristics. Take note of the way that the flame moves back and forth, the way that the wick melts, everything about this candle for 5 minutes. And then afterwards, for a minute, you close your eyes and visualize that candle. And I would work myself up to doing it to 5 minutes at least.
Yeah.
Slowly. That's why you started a minute. Baby steps. We do baby steps here. So time yourself for 5 minutes to stare at a candle and a flame. And then for 1 minute, visualize it in your mind. It should actually be burned into your mind's eye. So it should be easier for the first little bit.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. That was really good of me. From there, I would probably take the exercise in here, actually. Let me get to the... grounding, centering. Whoopsies. 58. So, exercise 25 in this book, page 58, chapter 4. Psychic Witch Matt Oron. I know you could find this in PDF because I read it before I bought it. I support ARG here because when everything is a subscription, you don't own anything to begin with. Piracy is no longer a thing. We have no license. We have no ownership anyway. It doesn't matter. To strengthen your inner clairvoyance, you're going to want a simple object that you can hold in hand. Crystals are also a great thing to use because you can also focus on the intention of the crystal. So, this book also mentions, I like to use crystals as they tend to be simple in form and have a single predominant color. I like to use that as a good starting point for visualization strengthening. Put yourself in a meditation state and hold it in your hand so you can feel all the little specifics. Soak in every detail of the crystal you can. Close your eyes and try to remember what it looks like. I would do the same thing as I would with the candle. 5 minutes of staring at the crystal, 1 minute of trying to visualize it. Don't try and force it because it's just going to get harder. If you try and force something and go against the current, it gets harder and it is more tiring.
And then you drown.
Another great exercise is to use a picture of a landscape or location that it could also be probably just art. Fantasy art, I think, would be probably very good. Focus on the details and then recreate that imagery in your mind in 3D. And that starts your journey to visualization. What? Yes, Mia?
Pictures are not cheating. I just want everyone to know that pictures aren't cheating. If anything, pictures are an assistance to help you, because sometimes it's very hard to visualize things. Like Space said it earlier, visualizing what she wants to become, you know, later down the line. There's always something that can help you. Like you saw something on Pinterest that might resonate with how you might see yourself when you finish your journey. Wonderful. Pin it, stare at it, engrave it into your mind. Let that become you and who you want to be.
I almost forgot. This was a great way to lead. That was perfect way to lead in to the idea of using visualization via mood boards.
Mood boards? Fuck.
mood boards fuck. And it's a great way to assist your visualization by having it all in one location.
Mm-hmm.
So you give that mood board 5 minutes a day where you just boop. And then close your eyes for 1 minute and imagine visualize the life that is to come because of that mood board.
Mm-hmm.
I am probably gonna start doing that exact thing. I have access to a printer via my husband. So the next one that I would say that would lead into visualization leads into all of these. You need to start visualizing, and then you can be really good at the rest of these. Grounding. This is all about attuning yourself to the earth. Allowing your earth, your energy, your earth, or Gaia, whatever you... I personally like calling her Gaia or Mother Earth, or Mother Nature. I like calling her Mother Nature. To Mother Nature's energy. This is the best way to use the Earth's energy within your spell work. And so, again, grounding is a great way for a beginner to start manipulating energy. Again, doing this requires visualization. Put your feet on the ground. Any ground is good. I have to say it's easier to visualize when you're on dirt versus on an airplane.
Yeah, that's true.
The closer you are to the ground, natural earth, the better. However, I know that's impossible for some people, so make do.
Our nasty city-dwelling sidewalk folk.
Yeah, I totally understand that. Just try and get close. Go to a park even if you need to. But if you can't, it's okay. You can still visualize and you can still ground from your location.
Grounding at the beach sounds like a wonderful time, especially because there's water there too. What? 2 elements at once?
My husband said we're going to the beach this year, and I swear to God, I'm holding it to it.
If he doesn't take you to the beach, we'll just kill him.
So I'm going to reference this specific one because I really like this exercise and I still use it. Make sure exercise 12, chapter 3, page 36. Make sure your legs are firmly planted to the ground, about shoulder width apart. Alternatively, you can be sitting on the ground, cross-legged. Take a moment to focus on your body and feel all of the natural energy running throughout it. Bring your awareness to the top of your head and slowly scan your body downward with your attention. As you reach your pelvis, imagine your energy running like roots through your legs. My husband just opened the door and it squeaked so fucking loud.
I didn't even hear it.
It's so funny because I know I have my noise cancellation on, but dude, it was so loud. Keep scanning your body awareness, bringing that sense of examining yourself down further past your legs as you feel your energetic roots begin to gently dig into the ground. With a firm but relaxed sense of willpower, extend your energy down these roots below you. These roots are an extension of your energy body. Energy work is very important in witchcraft. Witches know energy. That's why people thought they were witches. These roots begin traveling downward through the soil and bedrock, through the underground caves and pockets of air, through the underground streams of water, and finally to the molten core. The molten core doesn't burn or cause any pain. Instead, it soothes you even deeper as you feel its warmth with your energy. Your roots keep traveling through the molten core until they reach the very center, the heart of the earth. This heart is made of a beautiful, bright white light. It is the source of infinite power, the soul and consciousness of the earth itself. This is one of the most important energies you will ever come across as a witch. As you feel the white light inside of the earth's heart, you find its energy is like a dream and a song. You take a moment to meditate on what that means and to feel it deeply. The dream song of the earth is powerful, but a steady and secure and anchored power, one that is self-regulating, ensuring that you are energized as much as you can handle. Any energy that you cannot handle is released through the roots, blessing and healing the earth and all its inhabitants. Take a moment to feel how fastened and secured you feel to the earth. You are now grounded.
Y'all just got a snippet of that book. Buy it.
Buy it. He cooks.
He cooks.
And he takes out. He makes a purpose of making sure that there's no appropriated content in here. So, centering is the next one. From grounding, then you go to centering and bringing all your energy into a singular point inside of you. And again, I'm going to read the exercise right out of here because it's really good, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's just a damn good book. And I really want to get his other book because I think he probably did a very good job again.
I want those tarot cards that he helped work on, but they are so expensive.
I bet they're beautiful.
They're gorgeous. They're so
I'm a big
gorgeous,
fan.
but they're like $90, and I was like,
I can understand why though, because they're probably super fancy.
I think I posted them on our Discord.
I don't remember, if anything. You're purple now.
Oh, it's because I opened up Discord.
Fair enough. I don't remember, but I'm sure they come in like the most customized box. They probably come with a wrap.
They're like gold embroidered.
Yeah, kind of makes sense. It's okay. So while Mia looks that up for me, because I do want to see them. Centering is about the practice of gathering one's energy into a center point. That includes the energy that you are gathering from the earth if you are doing spell work. So centering is a great way of practicing pulling your energy into one specific location. Me and Mia are actually kind of doing this during one of our breathing exercises. Collecting your energy back to yourself. And that's pulling from all over the place. You call your energy from all over. Some people do this very naturally. But some beginners will need to call consistently back to themselves. Mm-hmm. Grounding and centering are usually done at the same time because you're doing grounding into centering to get ready for your spell work. Anyway, envision you are the center of the cosmos. Everything in the universe is in direct relation to you as the center point. Bring your attention to the direction beneath your feet, reaching down to the very edge of the cosmos direction itself in that direction. Visualize a giant quartz crystal at the edge of the cosmos in the direction below you, glowing with prismatic iridescent brilliance. The crystal is pulsating with the divine love of quintessence. Envision that a steady beam of prismatic light quickly shoots from it and reaches up until it meets the center of your feet, where it is then pulled up into your body until it reaches your heart center. Feel this universal love pulsate within your heart center, connecting you with the love that encompasses all reality. Oh. Repeat this process of bringing your attention to a crystal at the edge of the universe, full of universal love for the following direction. So before you, behind you, to your right, to your left, and above you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1.
Yeah, if you've ever
all the
seen
directions
witches
covered
on YouTube do something and then they are doing this, 9 out of 10 times they are doing exactly what Space just was talking about.
Take a moment and feel the 6 rays of energy concentrate in your heart center all at once, infusing it with a sense of clarity, peace, balance, stillness, but most of all, a sense of universal love. Any energy that feels like it's too much is drawn down effortlessly into your grounding cord from grounding before. See? Know that your heart is the nexus of the cosmos itself, infused with brilliant luminosity. Know that as the vision of the ray fades, you are still centered, and all you have to do is focus on your heart as the center of reality to center yourself. Your heart is the center of your reality. And I am of the thing that all perception of reality is biased because it's viewed through human eyes. So reality is subjective. Because there are cases where something can go right by a person and they won't see it because they're not expecting it.
My reality is not your reality and vice versa.
Exactly. My reality is not your reality. It's not Mia's reality. It's not my husband's reality. It is my reality only. Just like everybody else's. As for the last one, from centering, this is where you go on to manipulate your energy into a tiny little ball in front of you. Prepared to do your spell work. This is a very easy 5-minute practice that we do every time we record, basically.
That we did this morning and then looked at Alexa like, bro, is this not the longest 5 minutes ever? And Alexa's like, y'all got 20 seconds left. Relax.
Dude, I was so embarrassed to ask, and she went 20 seconds.
I
bitch,
opened my eyes because I'm like, bro, this is taking a very long time. And I saw Space's eyes open, and I'm like, we're like silent communicating. Like, is this like the longest fucking 5 minutes ever? And Space is like, I think so. And then Alexa, how much longer? 20 seconds. All right, relax. Oh, my bad.
My bad. I was embarrassed. I literally turned the timer off because I was like, oh shit, I done fucked it all up. So please wait your timers. I make use of timers all the time. It's just easier. It makes my life easier. Don't try and just raw dog it, dude.
Right.
So to manipulate your energy, this is all about using it in spell work. Like I said, this all builds up to being able to focus your energy on putting it into the herbs that you're using, the candle you're using, setting those intentions, following through with those intentions because you'll have the energy to do them. Because you won't be using your own energy, you'll be using the earth's energy because you've grounded. All right, sit back comfortably and position your hands in front of your body with your palms at chest level, facing each other. You're going to take 3 deep breaths. And to be too literal, it's okay if you need to breathe through your mouth because your nose is clogged. Just make them deep. Fill your lungs and tummy with air. Breathe deeply 3 times. On the next inhale, fill your belly and lung with as much air as possible and hold for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly, and as you're exhaling, feel the energy leaving your body and forming in the palms of your hands. Imagine the palms of your hands warming. Visualize the flow of energy circulating through your body and heading towards your hands. Continue breathing deeply, and with each exhale, your hands get warmer and warmer. Tips of your fingers feel charged with energy. Maybe, I do have to say, the way you visualize the color, that's up to you. It could be purple, it could be blue, it could be pink, it could be yellow, it could be white, it could be black if you wanted it to be, whatever. It could be, it looks like space and there's stars in it and it's swirling. Oh, I actually like that one. Hold up. Excuse me, that's my energy. Don't take that. I take that back. Cut. So, and do this for 5 minutes, as many times as you can, unless like 5 minutes every other day, daily. I don't want to say daily because that makes people feel stressed, and I understand.
Yeah, like they are obligated.
But do it as much as you can, at least once a day. Every time you remember, do that shit.
Right.
Don't matter where you are. Stop what you're doing. 5 minutes. That's all you got to do. Set a timer on your phone. Let's go. And these are, all of these take practice. Long-term committed practice. It's not something you're going to be very good at immediately. And again, like we set it up so we do it at least 3 times a week because we do it before we come in and record. And I am really bad about not doing it on my days off. So at least I'm committed to 3 days a week because we record 3 days a week.
Exactly.
But you have to figure out when you can commit to doing it. At least. Again, Psychic Witch by Matt Oron. I don't know if that's how it's name pronounced. I've heard it pronounced like 6 different ways. Oh,
Sorry, like it's like audio just blasting my fucking ears.
oh God.
Okay.
Is it okay now?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the best book that I have ever had on the subject. I will probably not reference many other books for this topic. I just think it's a really good damn book. Well written. Of course, I might be talking out of my ass. Within the next 2 years, some fucking great book could drop and I'll be like, oh, never mind. This piece of shit, gotta go. So don't take my word as end all be all, okay? But excellent book. This will be my friend for the indefinite future because I want to work on my psychic abilities. I know they're there. I've seen it once. Those are the 4 fundamentals that I have for you today. However, I know that there are more out there.
Yeah.
Totally way more out there, and there's granted, some of the fundamentals that we can talk about are specific to certain cultures, not cultures, I wanted to say practices, like casting a circle. Not every witch would do that. I have seen people claim that casting a circle is a fundamental, and I could see in someone's practice, yes, it is. But in other person's practice, that might not be anything they need to do.
Yeah.
Do I want to learn how to cast a circle? Absolutely. Would I consider maybe a fundamental of mine? Perhaps. So I'd include it in this. But please, in the comments, leave any kind of fundamental you want us to check out and think that we need to work on, because I am taking them all as suggestions and using them. Because I need to work on fundamentals. And that's why this episode was a thing. What are we recording next?
You know what's crazy? I just had it up.
I have the notes up, so I don't know what's...
We are doing a Tree of Life tarot spread.
Ooh, and what's after... Oh, and what's after that?
We're re-recording Human Design.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oopsies. But those are our upcoming projects. I'm pretty sure we have more planned, but we'll talk about that later.
I'm looking. Ah, yes. We have nothing after that except for Trigun. We're doing our Trigun review. Yeah, we were going to watch Trigun the day that we hung out with Billy and Kitty, but we didn't watch Trigun.
I know, because I don't know why we didn't hang out, but it's okay. We'll figure it out sometime this weekend.
We did hang out. I just don't remember what we were doing before we went to go hang out with Billy and Kitty.
Oh yeah, we did hang out.
Mm.
It's okay. We'll figure out a time soon, now that you're feeling a little bit better.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's the episode. That's all I have for you guys. I have taught you all I have. Please enjoy my kitty cat that does not usually typically get seen on camera. I'm surprised. Like, comment, subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. Remember to come hang out with us, because who doesn't want to be first in line for a Witches and Weebs video? I know I do. I always am.
No, you're not.
Okay, I 95% of the time am.
That's
okay?
better.
95% of the time.
That's better.
She's beat me once. So please join us. Please tell us what you would want us to look into next as well, if you don't have any fundamentals for us, because we are still looking for episode ideas and planning new episodes. So we need things to research. I actually did get a new set of cards from a friend of mine from Salem that has the suits on it, and I'm thinking about looking into cardmancy.
They're very,
which
very
is
nice
using
cards.
They are very nice. Here, I have them right here. They are a Wonderland themed deck based off of the Whiter Smith deck. And let me get it out.
Look at that.
I haven't shuffled them yet, so they're still in order. So they're really nice.
Look at them.
This is based off the original Alice in Wonderland. So I'm very excited to interview them and use them. But if you can see, I don't know if it's gonna focus, but oh, it does. Okay, the 10 of Hearts is on the side, so I want to look into using them as playing cards and reading them as playing cards. How cardmancy would be. I don't remember how it's pronounced though. So I do have one topic that I'm gonna look into, and I'm also looking into the aspects of reincarnation and past lives, because I believe that energy never dies, it simply changes form, and the soul, the human body, and the human mind is a form of energy. So what's it go? And so far it's been a very interesting, enlightened starting point. So if anybody, I have nothing else for you. Do you have anything else to say, Mia?
No, may all of your positive affirmations and manifestations come to fruition.
Good night, everybody. Remember to practice safely and wisely. And stay mystic. I messed it up!
Stay mystical!
Stay mystical! Stay mystical!
Stay mystical!
Okay. Stay mystical, everybody. Good night.
Bye, everybody!